Hello everybody, my name is Dr. John Oda and thank you so much for joining me today. Today we are going to talk about business. But before I start, let me explain to you who I am. I've been in privilege and honor of being in life coaching, mental health for the past 30 years, since 1987. Whew, where did the time go? I've had a great honor and privilege of being in business coaching and seminars since 1995. I worked with the great Joseph McClendon III, Anthony Robbins' head trainer. On the business side, I work with guys like the late Chet Holmes. He was a genius. He wrote the book called The Ultimate Sales Machine. Work with guys like Tony Robbins, only on the business side, Scott Holman, and the list goes on. So I'm honored to work with the people that I work with. I'm an author of 2 books. So let me show you the books that I'm an author of. I'm an author of this book that I just wrote recently, Life is a Garden, the 7 spiritual principles of manifesting every area of your life. So I talked about my father in his garden, and that picture of my dad is him 41 years ago. Good looking man. Then my second book I wrote, guys, totally different, is called Connecting with Your Teen. I talked about how to actually connect with your teenager. So anyway, those are my 2 books, different gamuts, but that's how my brain works. I'm working on my 3rd book. Hopefully will be out probably by winter time or no less than winter time or else next year. So it's coming up the 3rd book. I'm trying to come up with a book a year. That's my outcome. So let me explain about it. So today, guys, we're going to talk about business. I think business is so easy. People make business so hard. Why? I don't know. So there's only 3 ways to grow a business, and we learned this from the great Jay Abraham. If you know Jay Abraham, genius. We're talking about genius. But here's what Jay mentioned. There's 3 ways to grow a business. The first way you can grow a business is if you have 100 people, get 125, you just grew your business. That's it. That's one way. Second way of that, if you raise up your price, you charge 100, now you charge 125. That's it. The third way is frequency of purchase. I mean, now if they're buying 1 time a year, and now they're buying 2 times a year. That's it. No other way of growing a business. I work with so many different companies, so many different businesses. I work with over 150 industries. 150 industries. And by the grace of God, it's only by the grace of God, I have doubled all my companies who stayed with me for at least a year. 6 months, maybe 25 or 30%, but that's still a great, pretty much increase. So here's what we do have on a lot of times. We have a lot of people there's 2 types of business owners that I've met. There's people who are reasonable, it's like about maybe 98%, and people who are unreasonable, it's like the 2%. Now, who do you think probably win? If you said unreasonable, you're absolutely right. Like an unreasonable person was Steve Jobs of Apple, of a Warren Buffett, a Bill Gates. Those people are unreasonable. If you would take in sports, a Michael Jordan, a Tiger Woods, unreasonable, right? These people were a Wayne Gretzky. My favorite basketball player also is a Larry Bird. These people were unreasonable. Now think about Larry Bird. When he came inside the league, they said he was 6'9", slow, he didn't move graceful. This guy won 3 championships, scoring titles. The guy was a winner. Why? He was unreasonable. Take guys like Michael Jordan. He was the best in my era. Why? He was unreasonable. Right? And of course, they have a lot of these new guys who's playing in the NBA, like LeBron and Durant and Curry. These guys are literally unreasonable. But in your business, are you a reasonable person or else are you unreasonable? Now, here's what a reasonable person would do. John, we cannot grow a business we can't double a business. We can go by maybe 5 or 10%. And that's a good growth. We can actually handle that. And then in maybe 7 years, my business will grow. An unreasonable person would say, listen to me. If you say it, let me know, and I would do it. And it's done. And we also have 2 different types of, when I coach people, we have two different types of people. We have a person who everything I say, they question. Or else we have a second type of person. You know, I used to do boxing, you know, and I do amateur boxing right now, and it's fun. And when I have a boxing coach, my coach would say, John, as soon as a guy punches, you slip and you knock him, and then you just hit him back. I said, cool. Now, I don't question what he said, I just do it. Why? Because he's my coach. All right? An unreasonable person would just say, hey, listen to me, man, let's just get it done. Let's have it in. When you're unreasonable, everything you have is inside of you. Right? What a coach does, a coach brings that out of you and show you how to actually work it and show you how to actually use it to actually grow your business exponentially. Talk about a client that I had recently. When I first started working with them, $300,000 a year. I did my projection. I said we can do it in 5 years, probably, and they're doing the study, medical study. I said we can probably do about $5 million. They looked at me, we're talking about $1 million. I said, really? 3 years later, we did $7 million in sales, and then of course they sold the business. They could have probably made about 13 or 14, but they got comfortable, complacency. And that's another killer, but that's a different video. Here's my goal. If you want to succeed in life, you have to be unreasonable and play your A+ game. Because you're unreasonable, you have no limits. You make goals that's so freaking big that people will think that you're crazy. And that's good. Because here it goes. It comes within here. And it's my job as your coach is to bring that out of you. To show you how to embrace it and to actually kill it. Or you can go with the other way and being just average and ordinary, reasonable person. And having your company grow at a slower rate and just say that you're doing pretty good and you're eking by. What I found out for me being so unreasonable, people be watching you. And people's watching you all the time. And my belief is, if people are going to watch you, man, we might as well put on a freaking show. If we're going to put on a freaking show, we need to do whatever it takes to actually make things happen. And I challenge you guys to be unreasonable in every area of your life. Make your goals so big, so wild, so crazy, that you know that someone had to help you. Of course, your higher power. And remember one small thing, all you need is within you now. It's already there. It's just dormant. It's not, you haven't actually tapped inside that seed of greatness. And here's my challenge. So I have a challenge. I take any business and I double you in 12 months. If I don't, I'll give you back the money. No questions asked. That's how business is so easy. I have trained with the best of the best, and I believe that I'm the best of the best. You give me any company, if you do what I want you to do in a timely manner, in a year, if you don't double your business, I'll pay you back. And you don't have to worry about it. We shake hands and be friends. My question is, business is easy. I challenge you guys to challenge yourself. And here it goes. If you don't hire me, hire somebody that can actually bring out that seed of greatness, of the bring out of you to be unreasonable, so you can make your goals so freaking big, of that you can support yourself, your family, and start your legacy. You guys take care and God bless, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace.